It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Well, hello, everybody. My name's Jim, and this is my live stream on the More Sunshine Please channel on YouTube. How are you? I'm all right. Coming up on the show today, I'll be eating some stuff. I got some coffee to drink. We'll play some games. But before we do any of that, I'd like to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into our chat discussion area. So let's do that. Please work. There it is. All right. And as always, your chat may differ from mine, but according to my chat here, I'm sorry, Sherry is our gold medalist today. Congratulations. Silver goes to the crew at It's Joey's World, and Noah rounds out our medal stand with the bronze today. Well done. What a surprising turn of events there. Well, that's fun. Keith BDF is also here. How are you? Mar in Memphis, always a pleasure. Is it possible I might climb up the middle podium? It's possible, but not this week. I'm so sorry. Okay. You know what's funny? Sherry gets the gold. I see that she put this in there at 1:41 p.m. Eastern. And I know I scheduled this live stream last night, and when I did, Rob Fuzz texted me to show me he was already in the chat. So that was a good 24 hours ago. Now, I don't know when YouTube cuts off early chats, but today it was at 1:41, I guess. So interesting, different. So hello, Keith, BDF, and Mar. Thank you for being here. Michelle the Quilter, how are you? Merry Christmas to you. Donna Jaworski, season's greetings. Thanks for being here. Paul Eichenlaub is also here. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Movie Mania Nick is here as well. Hello, Nick. I just saw Nick on my that Christmas ambience video I released a little while ago. He's on there. He probably doesn't even know it, but he's on there. As well as a number of you in the chat are. So that's fun. I didn't ask for permission. I'm sorry. I hope you're okay with that. But hello, Nick. Why, thank you. I got this at Michael's a few years ago after Christmas, so it was reduced in price. Birdwell, hello to you. Arjons, hi. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Debbie Bernfeld, hello to you. Thanks for being here, spending a Tuesday evening with us. Hope you have fun. Mom's here, and I assume Dad's here. Hello. All right. Let's see. Oh, Nick, I don't think Nick was aware. Let me show you. Can I bring it in? Do I have it ready? There it is. There's the Nerd Herders. They're on there right now. I have it playing in another window. So, but you're on there with Pete, actually. All right. We'll check back in on that later. Let's see. What do I have going here? Oh, let's get the football score going. As you may or may not know, I've been following 3 teams this football season: 2 college, 1 pro, University of Michigan and Florida State University. They're off for a while, getting ready for their respective bowl games. However, the Detroit Lions are still playing, and they had a heck of a game on Saturday evening. Do I have it on here? I do! I don't have a script here, so I'm going to wing this. I forgot to change the score. They did not lose 28-13. They actually won. What was the score? It was Lions 42, Broncos 17. And it started out slow. Teams were trading off punts, but in the second quarter, Lions put it together, and I think they scored 4 touchdowns on 4 consecutive drives, and they scored another one later on, another 2 later on. Yeah, it was fun. And their defense played defense. That was cool to see as well. Did I hit the wrong key? Oh, there we go. Better late than never. There it is. All right. So Lions back on track, hopefully. They play the Minnesota Vikings at Minnesota on Sunday, I believe. They play Minnesota, then Dallas, and then Minnesota again for the final 3 weeks of the season. And then playoff football, which we haven't been able to enjoy as Lions fans for quite a while. Noah's back. Noah, you got the bronze medal today. Was that right? I think. Yeah, bronze medal. Congratulations. Next, I did find something on a clearance shelf that I want to show you this week. I go to the local Winn-Dixie by our house. I treat that place like a convenience store. I think everybody does. I never see anybody in there doing a full weekly grocery shopping haul. That doesn't happen. People pop into the Winn-Dixie to get a few things at a time, including myself. That's just the way it is. They have a pretty neat clearance shelf. And last time I was in there a few days ago, I saw something that I had purchased last year from their clearance shelf, and they had them again this year. It was a scarecrow. It was autumn/Thanksgiving decor, and I bought 2 of them last year. I think maybe $6 a piece. I think they were 50% off at the time. Well, this year I saw the same scarecrow and one that was a lot like it, but it was a girl scarecrow. I'll just show you. Here it is. Oh my. Something. Bedhead. Anyway, normally $12.99. I decided to get both because my original 2 scarecrows were getting moldy. So I've got the scarecrow like I already had, plus this one. $1.95 for each. Each of them were $1.95. So almost $4. But I wanted to show that off because usually my clearance shelf discoveries are 50% off, which is okay. But this was like 90% off or more. I don't remember. I'm not a math So that was fun. That was fun for me too. And I'm looking forward to displaying the new one next season. So that'll be good. All right. It's time for coffee.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
I see from North of Neverland. Welcome in. Thanks for being here and spending a bit of your Tuesday evening with us. Jonathan Chong is also here. Can't tag, but is present. Hello, Jonathan. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, coffee. Again, I'd like to thank Donna Jaworski for today's coffee. Today's in the Orlando Guy limited edition Christmas 2023 holiday mug. And it's documented coffee tastes 38% better in this mug. Cynthia! I look snazzy. Well, so do you. And I'm just guessing, of course, I can't see you. The Village Pepper, welcome in. Well, thank you, Michaels. Yes. Okay, today's selection, mint chocolate chip. Thank you, Donna. Minty. Chocolate chippy. It's if you just called it mint, that would cover it. But mint chocolate chip's fun. I'd hate to think what this tastes in a different mug. I'm sure just as delicious. Thank you. Okay, so I also have something to eat with a little story behind it. One thing my daughter has been enjoying this season is going to the neighbors with a little gift and putting it in their mailbox. And a few of the neighbors have gifted us back. And today, I hear our doorbell ring. And I answer it, and there's two boys that live across the street. And they're quite young, and I think they were nervous, but they had a gift in their hand, and they said, "We just want to say something. Thank you for the chocolate, and Merry Christmas." And then they gave me this, which was awfully sweet of them, literally and figuratively. This is Cookie popcorn, iced gingerbread flavor. So, of course, I'm going to eat it on the show. But it was adorable, and it was caught on our Ring doorbell, and then as soon as they were done, they booked it back home, ran as fast as they could. But I don't think I scared them necessarily, but they were just, it was clear Mom made them do that, so just as adorable. All right, okay. Oh, darn it! I ripped the bag like that. Now, how's it going to stay airtight? That's a shame. There we go. Disney Nerd Herders, welcome in.
Nerds!
What am I tasting? There's like little bits of something in here. This is so much better than I thought it would be. Now, it's very sweet. and I can only have it little bits at a time. Now, I thought it would just be dusted with some sort of gingerbread spice, or I don't know, whatever. Ginger, I guess. But there are little bits of what I think is caramel or caramel in here that I was getting. Well, that doesn't have it. And I couldn't see it. I couldn't immediately read it. But I think, and I don't see a description. Okay, now I see one. Light fluffy popcorn, icing, and gingerbread cookie pieces. It was awfully chewy for cookie pieces. But this was a lot better than I thought it would be. And I assume it goes great with coffee. Only one way to find out, though. I was right. Okay. I have another thing to eat. And I found this morning at Walmart. I don't love going into Walmart. But when I'm on my way to work, early in the morning, I can pop in there before other customers arrive. I'm there that early, and it's great. The only people there are employees restocking the shelves. Rob Fuzz is here. Welcome in, Rob. And Pepper Tree Villa is also here. Welcome in. Now, why did I mention Walmart? Oh, I go there to get purified water for my coffee maker at work. I stop in to get carrots and hummus. Today, I went over to their Christmas section to see if any of that stuff was clearanced yet. It is not. On my way over there, I passed by the seasonal candy area, and I saw a new version of Reese's peanut butter cups I had not seen before. They're actually not cups. They are holiday lights. Look at this. I hadn't seen this before. I had to get it. So is this... I haven't opened it yet. It appears they're egg-shaped, light-shaped, really, but are they connected by a strand of green cord? I don't know what's going on here. So let's open it up. And yeah, I know what Reese's tastes like, but they are not connected by anything. These are just eggs. They're eggs. Lights. All right. Now, when I immediately my first thought when discovering a new Reese's product is, well, it all tastes the same. It's peanut butter. It's chocolate. No, they don't all taste the same, because with every iteration of something they release, it's a different ratio of peanut butter to chocolate and vice versa. So I am very interested to see. It's kind of heavy. I'm very excited about this. As I open it up, this looks like an Easter egg. It does have... Boy. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Maybe I'll put it at this camera here. It is got the Reese's there, and it looks like an Easter egg to me. It does not look like a holiday light, but what are you going to do? Here it is. I need to cut my nails. That was a mistake going to that camera. Oh, this is wonderful. That is fantastic. Nothing beats the original peanut butter cup in my book. But this is very good. I would never turn that down, of course. Some are better than others. It didn't look 100% appealing, did it? It looks like somebody scraped it in there with a shovel. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You're right. It didn't look great, but it tastes wonderful. Rachel, welcome in. Thanks for being here. I was just eating. That's wonderful and a cute gift. Reese's Holiday Lights, but they're really eggs. So if you don't eat these right away, you can re-gift them for Easter, is what I'm saying. Don't show them the box. Again, just like that. Now, they could have made them look more like a light, couldn't they? Who cares? They're delicious. Who cares what they look like, Jim? Nobody. I do want to show you something else I purchased. It is not a, it is not from the clearance shelf. It is nothing to eat. Oops. And it's currently out of the box here. But I got this at Aldi a few weeks ago. I was looking for a train to put around the bottom of our Christmas tree. And they had two trains here. I don't know why I'm showing you an empty box. I'll show you the back. All right. They had a Polar Express train, 4 cars. It's battery powered. It makes noise, and you can actually hear Tom Hanks yelling stuff out. The other one was a Hogwarts train, a Harry Potter themed train. Each was $29.99. So I thought, yeah, I can splurge. I can get the $30 train. And actually, if you've seen my video, you've seen this train. Let me show you again. I used this train in my video. There it is on the rug in the middle of the floor there. I recorded it on a green screen, and through the magic of movie editing, I put it in my video. But that is the train. It's shrunk down. You can barely see what it is. But when I saw this, and there's the Dufilly crew on the TV. How about that? I kind of had this in mind as well. Not only having this train around our tree, which actually, truth be told, I haven't done that yet, but I will. But it's not perfectly round. Anyway. I thought I need to put this in a video, and that's kind of where this. Hey, and there's that was the D&G live stream that I was on with the Disney Nerd Herders. Speaking of D&G and the Disney Nerd Herders, I'm going to be back on D&G's channel tomorrow. Nope, that's the wrong thing, Jim. Here it is. Here it is. The promo for tomorrow's D&G Explorers live stream. I will be on there again with the Disney Nerd Herders again, and we will be celebrating Christmas. And we'll be decorating cookies, and it'll be a lot of fun. It always is. So that's at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that'll be tomorrow, Wednesday, D&G Explorers. How about that? Thanks, Rob Fuzz. And it was an honor for you to be on my TV. Yes, it was. I'm kidding. I'm glad you think so. I didn't ask your permission. And I got the whole Pub Talk crew on there, or many of them. So, yeah, I tried to get as many people as I could think of quickly. So I'm glad you like it. And I don't think the link to it is in my description, but if you search under my channel, you can find it. Okay, I I don't know if he's here. Is Surf Bum here? Is John here? He sent me a card. I wanted to thank him, a Christmas card. Thank you so much. If you watch the replay, thank you for this. And I loved his message inside. It's a Merry Christmas message. And then he says, P.S. Go Blue. FSU got the shaft. So thank you for those sentiments. And that gave me that put a smile on my face. Let's play our game. Enough talk. Nobody is here to listen to you talk, Jim. So let's play our game. I have fun. You have fun. Let's do All right, Chronophoto. There we go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. If you're not familiar with the game, we're going to be shown 5 pictures. We have to guess in which year each picture was taken. For each picture, we can earn up to 1,000 points. A perfect guess, if we nail it, we get 1,000 points. And the closer we get to the actual year, the more points we earn. So we can earn up to 5,000 points for the game. Our record is 4,406. That was a good day. We can guess from the year 1900 all the way up to the year 2022. So in that range, we know they are somewhere in there. All right, let's take a look at our first picture. And I'll be honest with you, I looked at this for a couple of minutes before the live stream. And this is what I was about to say. Is that Master Control at USA Network? I don't know if it's Master Control, but it certainly is a control room at what appears to be USA Network. Let me point out a few things. There's the USA Network on what I assume is the program monitor in this control room. That is the old USA Network logo. So this isn't within the last 20 years. I'm looking at this control room. First of all, let's look at his polo shirt tucked in to his dark denim jeans there, his unparted hair, this little hair explosion at the top of his head there. I'm looking at this video switcher here, that big board with all the buttons on there. Right after college, I went to work at a public access TV studio. If you don't remember what that is or never knew, cable stations used to offer one of their channels on their cable lineup to the public. They called it public access. Many stations had a little TV studio that people could come in and make a little TV show if they wanted to do. Multi-camera TV show. The studio I worked at, we had 3 cameras. We had a video switcher that looked a lot like that. And we had many of the small monitors, and they showed different things. Those little monitors, there's one for each camera. There's one for each tape deck, for example. I see those little monitors with the green on them. One of them is a waveform monitor. The other one is a oscilloscope used to adjust colors. Anyway, we had those things, those exact pieces of equipment. And if we had them in the mid-90s, you know they were old. That's my point in telling you this. So if a public access station had this equipment in the mid-90s, you know at that point it was handed down 2 or 3 times. So I'm guessing this is sometime in the 80s. My guess would be early to mid-80s. I'm looking at his shirt. I'm looking at the equipment. And I'm also looking at the cigarettes on the counter. Now, with an ashtray. That's also notable. I've abandoned the chat for a second. If you're just joining us, welcome in. I didn't start working in TV until the mid-90s, early to mid-90s. And at that point, cigarettes were they were not allowed anywhere near our equipment. The smoke would damage stuff like that. So this predates prohibiting cigarettes from, and this is a big national cable channel, USA Network. So the fact that there are cigarettes on here and an ashtray right there on the console tells me this is, my first thought was 84. Then I'm thinking this might be before 84. This might be 83. I see somebody's guessing 82. That's right around what I'm thinking. So let me zoom out again. That's funny to see that. That's so bizarre. Let me go to the chat and see what you guys have to say. Oh, Debbie likes listening to me. You're being kind. Okay. Is my P.O. box still the same? It is. The one, whatever's in the description for this channel should be accurate. Thank you for asking. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Rachel with our first guest, 2003. That seems way too late for me. Movie Mania Nick says 87. That also seems late. Donna says 86. 85 from our Johns. Keith says looks like a 70s TV director's bridge. I don't think USA Network was around in the 70s. I think that was 81, maybe. But I could be wrong about that. Maybe 82. I don't remember if USA Network was on the lineup when we first got cable or soon after we got it. USA Network sounded like a very exciting cable channel when I first heard it. And then it turned out to not be. Anyway, where were we? Keith says make that 1980. All right. Kay, welcome in. Kay Atwood's here. 1985 is Kay's guess. Paul says 1992. Cynthia says he's probably wearing Polo cologne, too. Maybe. I bet he just smells like cigarettes. Debbie says 1976. Rachel says 92. Charlie says 86. We've got a 80. There's the 82. We have an 87. 82. Now, here's another thought, and then I'll end on this. USA Network, if it was developed, if it came out in like 1981, for example, did they immediately have need for a control room like this, or did they just have what Pepper Tree Villa alluded to earlier, a master control, which is a different room? But this looks like it's set up for a multi-camera, like they had a studio. And I don't know for what show they would have had a studio. This is confusing me. Not that any of their cameras are on, I don't think. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I'm guessing, I'm going to say 83. This guy seems proud of being in the control room at USA Network, so maybe they were out for a bit and they're getting some footing. I'm going to say 83. That's my guess. Survey says 87. Who said that? Noah said that. Great job. A couple of 86s. 88 is in there. Man, I was off. This guy, well, he's spent all his daylight hours in the control room. He didn't care what he looked like. Wow, I thought this was a lot earlier. So you're smoking in your control room in 1987. Is that right, dude? Okay. Well, I was wrong, but you guys were right. Great job. Great job, Noah. All right, let's move on. Next one. We earned 708 points for that. Next, another color picture. Fantastic. Okay, what am I looking at? Military police. Hippies, I'm guessing. Trying to give them a flower. Let's see. What does their sign say? Free Yoff leaders jailed for aiding anti-war GIs. Yoff. What does that? When was that a thing, and what does it stand for? These folks are young college students, war protesters. I'm guessing. Yoff, if they're jailed for aiding anti-war GIs, Yoff might be Young American War something. I don't know. I don't really know. Does anybody know what Yoff is? What's going on with the hat? All right. So is this Vietnam? Is this the Vietnam era? Probably. Looking at shoes, bags, sweaters. Guess it's a little chilly there. Dude's got a leather jacket with a, is it a floral collar peeking out there? Nice mutton chops. That's an older camera, too. Not at the time, it was state of the art, but so late 60s, early 70s, early guess. But we'll see. Dude is looking right down the lens of the camera. You want to take my picture? All right, let's see. All right, let me zoom out. Take a look at the chat. All right. All right, Keith says 72. We've got a 69. 1968. We have a couple of 1970s, 71, 70. 1969. We have a 67. Those are Mars college days. Youth Against War and Fascism. Thank you, Paul. Nice. Oh, Doug looked it up as well. Thanks, Doug. Youth Against War and Fascism. Okay. What did Noah say? 71. We had some 70s. 60. Yeah. All right. Probably after Kent State, which was in 1970. Correct? Yes, that's what you're telling me. Okay, let's guess. 71? 71. Let's do it. What is it? 67. That was early. Holy moly. Nick said 67. Well done. Did you get 2 in a row? Did you get the first one right? 80. You did. Nick has 2 in a row. All right. We're going to rely on Nick now. Hey, a third color photograph. I love it. Okay. This one should be easy. It's more recent. People are masked. We see Biden-Harris in the background. So this is for the 2020 election, presidential election. So I'm guessing 2020. And everybody's masked and distanced. So, yeah, height of COVID, 2020 is my guess. I'm guessing everybody's going to say 2020. But I'm not guessing it unless Nick says, and he does. Okay, Nick says 2020. That's what it is. We can probably move on from this one. It's 2020. Nope, too far. There it is. 2020. There it is. Okay, next. Our fourth picture. All right, we have an automobile that perhaps we can glean a clue from. The lady is I was going to say something about her hair. I can't think of anything. I was going to say she looks like she's touching one of those one of those glass balls with the I can't remember what that's called now. Anyway. Oh, there's an old van back there. That's 80s. But that could be a 10-year-old van. Speed limit. Does that say 125, 225? I don't know. Let's look at now these socks, these ankle socks, that wasn't a thing until the 90s, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm just throwing that out there. What about the license plate here? Something tough. Row box tough? Row tough? I can't tell. Or is that the model of the automobile? Something tough. Rocks, ROX? That's not a thing, is it? I don't know. Chris, welcome in. It is a Z28. I'm not a car guy. I don't know what that means. I don't know when those were manufactured. It could be a 15-year-old car, though. Who knows? What about this person in the back? Nope. All right. My guess is mid-90s, but I don't know for sure. What else is back there? Anything? Our big clue is the car, the van, and their clothes. Mid to late 90s. I got burned before. I've been guessing too early today, I think. But let's check the chat. And oh, that's a Camaro. Thank you, Keith. Let's see. Going back, I'm looking back at the chat. Sorry. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome in. And happy birthday to your brother. Send him our best. Okay, let's see. Everybody's guessing 2020. Oh, wrong picture. Let's see. 88, we've got an 89, 93, 97, 91. C28's a Camaro. Thank you, Keith. We have a 1979. Maybe those are regular socks that slip down into his shoes. That's a distinct possibility. Nick says 92, so that's probably right. We've got, Chris says 97. That is a 1997 Camaro Z28. Great clue. Thank you for that. Oh, now Paul's saying it's a 95. All right, somewhere around there. We've got a 90, another 92 guess, 95. Could be 95 through 97. Arjan says 98, which is actually a good guess. What if this car was purchased a couple of years prior? To when this picture was taken. Michelle also says 98. Let's do that. Let's go 98. And see if we are right. 98! Well done, everybody. That was a group effort. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go to our final picture. And this is impossible. This could be any year that we're allowed to guess. All right. They are... they're installing a sign. But where and when, most importantly, when... Are some of these guys Sherpas at Mount Everest? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. What does that sign mean? Does it just, this this way to the North Pole. That's very seasonal. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So, Nick, what do you think? Donna says it looks like Alaska. Okay. That's actually a good call. What does that sign mean? It's kind of like an arrow, but the letter N. I guess does that mean it's a winding road? I suppose it does. Probably does. And where are traffic sign posts striped like that? Where is that? Alaska, perhaps? Before it was a state? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm relying on the chat for this one. Nick says that guy looks like my grandfather. Wow. PTV says 1972. Charlie asks if it's Kazakhstan. I don't know. Lost in Wax. Welcome in. Trying to guess in which year this photo was taken. Any guesses? Paul says 67. Noah says 64. Nick says 69. Okay. Probably go with that. Donna says 58. Yeah, all of these sound plausible. Debbie says 62. Charlie says 70. Keith is telling us Alaska became the 49th state in 1959, just before Hawaii became the 50th in 1959. Arjan says 59. You think Alaska became a state and they said, oh, well, we need to regulate these roads. Let's put some traffic signs down. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. 59. That's intriguing. I don't know. How are they dressed? And I don't. The guy's sideburns, is that 59-ish? Is that more 60s, 70s? I don't know. Huh. I have no idea. Let's see. Rachel says 1960. Fulton Mraz 56. Man. We got guesses from everywhere. I'm going to have to make the call. Let's 1960. I like what Rachel said, 1960, and I'm thinking maybe if it's after Alaska became a state. Also, I don't have to move the slider at all. So let's go 1960. Here's our guess. 51. Okay. 1951. Did anybody say that? Who was close? We had some guesses in the 50s. Donna said 58. Was she the closest? I think maybe. Oh, no. Fulton Mraz said 56. This one was tough. Our final total, 3,812 points. That last one was tough, but that was a fun game. Thank you all for playing. It is now time for an intermission, and I got a special Christmas intermission for you featuring Rosemary Clooney. When we come back, I've got a top 15 list about Christmas wreaths. So stick around for this will last about a minute and a half. When I come back, we'll do the list. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Then at last, my friend, you'll know how happy a Christmas can be. How happy a Christmas can be.
This is a part of his Christmas, too. Christmas seals. Of course, he doesn't know about Christmas seals yet. To him, they're pretty stickers with a picture of a little boy on them who looks something like he does. Not exactly handsome yet, but happy and strong and healthy. That's what Christmas seals help to do. Keep him happy, strong, and healthy. Help protect him and his home from TB, tuberculosis. Friends, tuberculosis is our country's #1 infectious killer. It attacks 115,000 Americans every year. You can help prevent TB by buying and using Christmas seals. Won't you please answer your Christmas seal letter today? Today. Thank you, and a happy Christmas.
Y'all must have purchased enough seals. All right. I've mentioned this last week. It's a challenge to find, to come up with a top 15 list about Christmas that isn't about Christmas movies or songs. I've already done that. I kind of already done that. So I thought Christmas wreaths, but not just any Christmas wreaths. Ones that are made out of the ordinary materials usually not used to make Christmas wreaths. So I Googled it, and I found some. It wasn't hard, but I've gathered them here today. So quickly, I'm going to count down the top 15 not-so-ordinary Christmas wreaths I was able to find on, frankly, the first 15. Anyway, before I do that, let me promo the D&G Explorers Christmas special tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will be joining them, and so will the Disney Nerd Herders. So that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, back to me. Let's start out number 15. I don't know. Do I need to put the number back there? I will. What the heck? This one, from a distance, this would look quite frosty or frosted or what do you call it? Anyway, I'll just show you. This is a wreath made of white feathers. And it looks, I would imagine from a distance, that just looks like a snow-covered wreath. So, well, that's all right. I mean, it would collect dust, you know? When you're done using it as decorations, you could clean the house with it. It's brilliant, actually. All right. Number 14. This is a material that one might have in New Orleans, or if you go to Universal Studios for their Mardi Gras parades. I'm talking about beads. And if you collect these beads, and it's quite fun, and you have a blast collecting beads wherever you go, but then you have a truckload of beads you have nothing to do with. I mean, they bring back fun memories, but you could, though, make a Christmas wreath out of the beads. Now, I don't know if these are that out of the ordinary or not. They're out of my ordinary, so I've never seen that. Now, when I did look for the best image I could find of a bead wreath, a lot of them were made specifically for Mardi Gras with the green, purple, and gold-colored beads. But this one was a variety of colors and more Christmassy in my book. So, beads. Number 13. Oh, you know what? If you're just joining us, and I know you're not, but I'll put that up there just so you know what we're doing. All right. This one, I'm sure people have seen this before, but have you seen a tire this large made into a Christmas wreath? This is a tractor tire that was painted green, and frankly, all the ridges on there makes it look quite wreath-like. That's kind of cool. Now, it also makes your yard look like a junkyard, but that's all right. It's found materials, and we're recycling here, folks. That actually looks kind of cool, and it's amusing. So, tires. tractor tires specifically. Number 13 on our list. Number 12. If you're at work and maybe there are restrictions about Christmas decorations, there aren't really at my work. I even have a tree up in my classroom. Actually, my area has 3 rooms. Classroom, there's a computer lab, and then there's a back room with a sink, and there's an area for making a video if we want, like a little performing area. It's not a stage. It's not even a set, really, but it's just an extra room. And I have a Christmas tree in that room, that 3rd room. Anyway, we can't have lights, though. It's a fire hazard, I suppose. But if you're in an office setting, for example, you could use what you have to make Christmas decorations. If you're not allowed to have a traditional Christmas wreath, you could make one out of Post-it notes. And that's what this person did, along with some red stickers to make it look like it's covered in berries, I guess. Anyway, I thought that was cute and clever, and I don't need to do it, but I would do it. That's fun. Fun stuff. All right. Number 11 on the list. I can't see it. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen these for sale before, actually, but they're not common in other places. Florida, yes, a wreath like this would be common. I think I've seen, if you're familiar with the department store Bells, if you live in Florida and you have a Bells near you, you'll say, oh yeah, they would sell this. This is a seashell Christmas wreath. Again, if you're collecting seashells, at the time it's a lot of fun to collect cool seashells, but then you've got all these seashells, you have no idea what to do with them. You could make a wreath. And in our case, in Florida, it would be seasonal and location appropriate. So, I mean, we don't live near the beach, but we live in Florida, so we're always close to the beach, aren't we? I suppose we are. All right. Number 10. Dreamer Deborah, welcome in. I just saw your name in the chat. Thanks for being here. Where are we? Number 10? I think I've seen this before as well. Christmas socks have become a big thing. And if they're a great Christmas gift, stocking stuffer, ironically enough. But if you've got an overabundance of them, you can make a Christmas wreath out of them. How cozy is that? Number 9. I don't know if you have a Gordon food service near you, or frankly, a Hispanic market, or maybe even an Asian market. You may see chili peppers that are gathered in a bunch. And it seems like you could take that bunch, if it's long enough, and connect the two ends and make a wreath out of it. Something like this. So chili peppers, that makes for an interesting and very colorful Christmas wreath. I say Gordon Food Services because last time I was in there, I saw such a thing. Dried chili peppers, bunches of dried chili peppers, because they service restaurants, and restaurants that need that sort of thing. Well, Gordon provides things like that for them. John Surfbum, welcome in. I thanked you for my Christmas card earlier and the message inside. Go Blue. FSU got the shaft. So I thank you for putting a smile on my face. Next, we are number 8. Oh, I think I may have seen this before, too. Again, it's not ordinary, and it's actually quite clever and charming. So if you are a raging wine drinker, you're probably full of corks, and you can make a Christmas wreath out of the corks. And you could tell the whole neighborhood, yes, I love wine too much. That's actually pretty cool. You don't have to be a wine drinker to display that. You just have to be one to get the materials for that, I'm thinking. All right. So number 7. Yes. All right. What is this? I can't tell what this is. Oh, I think I do. When we were kids, I remember stringing popcorn on fishing line and then putting that around our Christmas tree. I never thought of making a wreath out of popcorn, but people, you can do that. I've never done it, and I don't want to do it, but you can do it. It's been done. There it is. So popcorn. How about that? Number 6 is one that would look very appropriate in an elementary school classroom. Teacher could make this and have the kids help out, I'm assuming. A wreath made of crayons. And I've seen a number of wreaths made of crayons, and some of them look like this, like a burst where the crayons are pointing out. And I've seen another one that had hundreds of crayons, and they were stacked. And they were, the length of a crayon, that was the width of the wreath. You know what I'm talking about? So they were bunched up, requiring many, many more crayons. And heavy? Wouldn't that be super heavy? Yeah, it would be. Anyway, so that was a better one. Anyway. Number 5. A lot of these pictures were from bobvila.com. Remember Bob Vila, this old house? Still has a website. And there was an article about unusual Christmas wreaths. And here was another one. And I think this is a great idea because we've displayed, we have a piano that we never play. And we have old Christmas music, sheet music, that we have once upon a time put on the piano during this time of year. I never thought of making a wreath out of the sheet music, but there it is. That's kind of a great idea. I like that a lot, especially if those are Christmas melodies. That's, of course, perfect. Mara's telling me, don't store that popcorn in your attic. Rodents will come to live with you. I don't remember how we stored it. I remember we had it more than 1 year. We must have sealed it in a plastic bag or something. But I do remember reusing it. I'm pretty sure we did. We were lucky, though. We did have ants, huge ants 1 year that infested our Christmas decorations. I don't know if they were there for the popcorn, though. Good point. Probably that was a mistake. Okay. My mentioning the popcorn's not an endorsement. All right, where am I? Okay. Number 4 on the list is, what is this? Oh, a southern thing, perhaps. These aren't boiled, but you could make a wreath out of peanuts. That's kind of cool as well. But that would attract rodents too, wouldn't it? Squirrels, I'm thinking. Or any rodents. Who doesn't love a peanut? You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, that was a... You know what? Maybe if you cover it in some sort of shellac or polymer. I don't know. I don't know. That's, again, not an endorsement. If you make something like that and you store it and you get rodents because of it, it's not my fault. Okay. Number 3, I thought this was a clever idea. Perhaps you've seen this before. I have not. Christmas cookies. This isn't a wreath made of cookies. And this isn't your typical cookie cutter wreath, but it is a cookie cutter wreath, so it is. You know what I mean. It's a wreath made of cookie cutters. And I thought that was kind of a great idea. It wouldn't be as heavy as the one made of thousands of crayons either. This one's pretty lightweight, but it would knock against your door every time you opened it. Or maybe not. I don't know how you fasten it to your door. I would be lazy and just put one hook at the top, and then every time I opened and closed the door, it would slam against the door, wouldn't it? Yeah. Magnets. Maybe magnets would help secure it. I don't know. Number 2. I like this one. Again, though, you got to watch out for rodents, don't you? Marshmallows. I love this one. It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's time to play. It's a whipped cream day. I wait for it the whole year round. All right, we're to the last one. This might be the most lazy yet amusing of the wreaths I'm showing you. This appears to be an afterthought. This is a dude that had this idea and took a picture of it before his wife could see it to have him take it down. This is a wreath made out of an extension cord. And it's amusing, yes, but it doesn't look great. I wouldn't want to keep it on there. Frankly, it looks like a Halloween or Thanksgiving wreath, sort of, with the bright orange color and the caution tape, which is, again, amusing, but I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Okay, that's my show. Can I once again promote the D&G Explorers live stream tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific? I will be on there with the Disney Nerd Herders, and we will be decorating cookies and talking about Christmas, and it's always fun to hang out with those guys, so I'm looking forward to that. That is tomorrow night, right around this time. It's just after 8 p.m. Eastern here. This is my last show, my last More Sunshine Please show before Christmas. So if I don't see you, Merry Christmas to you. I will see you next week. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If not, I apologize. But now it's time to say goodnight. Hope to see you next week. Until then, thank you and good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.